Well, hello. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Vicki Parsons, and I'm with My Paper Connection. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States, and this is a YouTube live event. Today is Friday, February the 5th, 2021, and again, I want to thank you for joining me. Whether it's your first time watching me or whether you've seen my videos previously, I'm really glad you're here. Today is actually my very first day ever holding a YouTube live. I've done Facebook lives, but I've never done YouTubes. So I'm really excited about that. I'm actually trying to find it so I can see your comments. And for some reason, I'm struggling a little bit here. But anyway, today I'm going to be making a Slimline card. And oh, I did want to say, I would love to chat with you. If I can find where it's at, I would love to chat with you. And so in order to do that, you'll need to sign into your YouTube account, and you'll do that with your Gmail address. So let me get started. I think I found the area. Now I can just see the chats. Okay, so today I'm going to make a Slimline card, and it is a Valentine's card for men. It's masculine. Of course, you could do it for a woman as well. But okay, so the first thing you might see is, well, there's a challenge there because envelopes don't fit it. Well, okay, so you can use a regular business side envelope, or you can do what I did and you can make your own. I made mine out of designer series paper, and you can see I cut it's from the Tasteful Textiles dies. And I'm going to just hand deliver this one, so I didn't feel the need to put a return up here. But I'm going to make one from Whisper or Basic White paper today. So, and it's just really cool how it all comes together. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to switch you down so you can see my work surface. I'm actually going to be using, let's see. Hold on. There we go. I'm actually going to be, I think maybe you were seeing my work surface the whole time. So sorry about that. I'm actually going to be using the Heartfelt stamp set, one little stamp from it. And then I'm also going to be using the punches that come with this bundle. Okay, so let's get started with it. Today, rather than using, and I don't know whether you were able to see it because I thought I had it on my face, but I think it might have been on the card. But anyway, I was holding it up to the camera. So let me just get started here and show you this. Super, super cute. I used Thick Whisper White. I used Basic Black. And then I used designer series paper from the True Love designer series paper. And I used 3 different colors of a blue to kind of make a gradient or an ombre. And this is Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay, and Pretty Peacock. And then for the 4th one, which this was my prototype, this is the first one I ever made, kind of didn't get my spacing completely right, but it's still a really cool card. For my 4th one, I punched out a scallop of the True Love designer series paper. Okay, and that's what this is as well. So today, I'm actually going to use designer series paper from Well Dressed. Okay, so let me get organized here. So this is the piece of Thick Whisper White that we're going to be using. And I'm going to bring in my scoring board. Let me put my glasses on so I can see. And I wanted to have somewhat, hold on a second. Let me get that's the wrong one. Let me get the Night of Navy. And I wanted to have a design on it, but as you can tell, this is too large to fit into, it's too long to fit into a embossing folder. So what I did is I brought in my Simply scoring tool, and I'm going to go about every 1/4 of an inch. And I don't know about you, but when I'm doing this, I have to be really careful because sometimes I'll be going along, and if I do it fast, I'll go like that. So be really careful when you're doing it. Be very deliberate and just go along every 1/4 of an inch, and it's going to give you a really neat pattern. So I'll try to do it quickly so I'm not taking too much of your time, but I want to do it well. So it does help when you're standing over it rather than sitting, because I guess you have a little bit more leverage and control with it. But this will show you how you can create a different design on the front without having to use an embossing folder. And this piece, I had my sizes somewhere, but this piece is 3.5 inches by 8.25 inches, and it's going to fit onto my thick Whisper White, which is, I know it's 8.5, and I believe it's 7.5. Yes, and it's scored at 3 3/4 on the 7-inch side. Okay, I'm all done with my scoring tool. All right. So then I'm just going to fold this. Again, this is the thick, I think I said Whisper White before, but that's old habit. This is actually, excuse me, this is actually Basic White and Night of Navy. Can you see the ridges in it? It really just kind of dressed it up a little bit. And you can do it with the ridges popping up or the ridges going down inside, okay? All right, this is a super, super easy card to do. And it's basically just using punches, okay? So I'm going to use these 3 different papers. These are from the Well Dressed Designer Series paper. And they all, to me, they all look like ties. And then other ones kind of look like suits. This one doesn't. Other ones end up looking like suits. I actually thought that I could use this for my envelope because it's light enough that you could actually write on it. But I didn't have a large enough piece to be able to do that. I've used a lot of it for different projects. Okay, so let's go ahead and punch these out. I've not done this design yet. So hopefully they're all going to come out and look really nice with these colors and these patterns together. They seem a little bit busy, but I think it's going to be really cute. So I'm just doing 3 of these punches, these scalloped hearts. Actually, I'm going to do 4. Oh, wait, I did that wrong. Sorry about that. I need the soft edge for these. I have 1 that I need to do with scalloped. I'm just getting carried away here. Getting too excited. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. It is, it is a rainy day in Middle Georgia. And it's also a day of allergies. Oh my gosh. I got up and got dressed and got my makeup on today, and my eyes just started watering like crazy. So I've been dabbing at my eyes all morning. So maybe it was a good thing you didn't see my face, right? Okay, let me get these out of the way. Oh, goodness. Okay. I'm just making a big, loud noise and a mess today. Okay, then I'm going to bring in my Poppy Parade, some Night of Navy, and another piece of the Whisper White, Basic White. I will get used to that, I promise. And I'm going to go ahead and punch a Basic White out in the heart that doesn't have the scallops with it. There we go. I'm going to do one in the Poppy Parade. I think I will do one with scallops with the Basic White as well. I think this card is actually going to be a little bit patriotic too. That's okay though. I'm good with that. Okay, so let's get busy. You know you're getting ready to get busy when the sleeves go up, right? So I am going to stamp Love You Lots in Night of Navy. And this is going to go to one of the guys in my life. I'm not sure if it's my son, my son-in-law, my grandson, or my husband. That is all the stamping I'm doing. And I think it's plenty. It just turns out so cute. Okay, so let's kind of map this out of what we're doing here. Which ones we're going to put where. I think I might want to put this one here. Let's see. I think I actually like that pretty well. Let's see. That is probably going to be a little bit too much Poppy Parade on there. Yeah, I think that's what's going to work best. And then we'll use this one to go right here. The other alternative would to be, no, that's the way we're going to do it. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto my card front. And I think I'm going to go with the ridges popping out. So we'll just go right along in here. This is a super easy card to make. I had never actually made a slimline before, but I've been seeing them, and they are like all the rage right now. Hold on. Thank goodness for Tombow glue, right? That allows you to wiggle and move it. There we go. I think I need a new blade on my trimmer. I'll have to do that this afternoon. Got the little fuzzies. Quick tip for you. If you need a new blade and you haven't done it yet, you can take either a fingernail file, or you can take, there are these rubber, it's like rubber cement kind of eraser, and you can rub it along right there, and it takes those little fuzzies right off. Okay, so let's go ahead and we will glue these down as well. Right here. Okay. We'll put this one on top of this solid, almost solid blue one. I love these. I love men's ties too. I mean, it's not that I necessarily like them, like for a man to have to wear one, but I love the patterns of them. I love it when my husband does get dressed up with a suit and tie. He doesn't very often. My husband is military, so he is in a suit, but it's not like that kind of suit. It's in a camo green colored suit. There we go. Okie dokie. When I first started working on this one, I didn't have a sentiment. So I'm like, where do I put my sentiment at? And then it came to me, why don't you just do it on a heart and then punch it out? So that's what I decided to do. I'm gonna do a little bit more. I'm gonna think about it a little bit more where I'm going to put these, this one. I might do it like something along these lines. I don't know. The other thing I had thought about was like doing it like an exclamation point. That really doesn't make an exclamation point. There's not enough room, is there? Okay. That's cute. I actually kind of like that. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and start working with this. Look at that one with the gray and the paisley. Paisleys are probably my favorite pattern. Absolutely love paisleys. And I have since I was a kid. I don't know. I don't know if they come and go in and out of style or not, but they're my style. I'm not seeing any comments. So if you're commenting, I'm sorry, I don't see them, and I'll have to figure out what is going on with that. But I will go back later and look and see if there were any. And okay. All right. So now we'll just figure out how we're going to, I don't really want it to be straight up and down. So I think I might want a little bit of a whimsical. That makes an exclamation point, and it makes a cute one too. So I think I might do that. So, and they're going to kind of overlap each other just a little bit. And I'm okay with that. But I don't want them to overlap where these are on top of another one. So I will place them to where they won't do that. Okay. Like that. There we go. And I'm not going to put any embellishments on it. I just feel like, I don't know, the colors, that's so cute. The colors are enough that it really doesn't need, I don't think it needs any embellishments. Okay, now, if I wanted to, I could put some designer series paper as a strip on the inside. I did that on this one, and I'm going to be totally honest with you. I did it upside down. So I did it. When I was making it, my card was turned this way, and I stuck it here, and I'm like, well, that doesn't work. So I just added another one, and I like it. I think it's really cute. But you can see it takes up some space so that you're not, full of white space. And I may do that on this one. You can also add a sentiment on the inside if you want, or stamp a heart. This particular stamp set, Heartfelt, has lots of really pretty ones. They're a little lacy for a man's card, so I chose not to do that. But I could do an arrow and maybe this heart with it. So, okay, now let's make our envelope. Okay, let's see. I had my paper and I don't know where it is now, so I'm going to have to do this off of memory, which is not good. But okay, so it is this piece of paper is 8.5 by 11. So I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of recreate it. So I'm going to score it at 3/4. And by the way, I guess this is not bad that this happened, because I will tell you, I recreate a lot of things. I may get something with a box, a really cool box, and I will decide, I think I want to make that box. So I'll just take it apart and I will look and see how they made it, and I'll make the box myself. All right, so this is going to be scored at 3 3/4 and at, let me see, where is it? 9 3/4. No, 9. And at 9 right here. Okay. So then I'm going to flip it to the short side. And let's see. Let me see how I can figure this out. That is, all right, so score it at 2.5. And then add 2.5 and at 4. Let's hope this works. I don't think that's going to work. Okay. Let's see. 2.5. Okay, so it does need to be at 2.5, I believe. Okay. Okay. So then it will be at 6.5. That's it right there. That's how you do it. Okay. I'm sorry about that. I don't know what happened to my card or my sheet that had my instructions on it. Okay. So there is a section right in here. You are going to completely cut this rectangle, excuse me, and this rectangle off. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that off right there. I'm showing you in Whisper White because I know, or Basic White, because I know most people have white. But as you can see in my other envelope, you can make it from colored cardstock where you can stamp on it if you're using labels, or you can use designer series paper. All right, and then I'm going to cut these off as well right here. I have to hold it just right so I can see so the light shines on it just right. I do need to trim that up just a little bit. Sometimes when I'm doing these folds, I end up not getting it exactly. There we go. That's better. Okay. This is a super easy envelope to make. Alrighty. So we'll go ahead and burnish these. And I always turn it in so that the mountain is on the inside of the fold. That. It's all going to go inward like that. Okay, so now I'm going to take my detail trio punch. I'm going to fold those in, and I'm going to make corners on my longer end, on the flat that's longer. And I didn't do it with this one, but I just like things to look finished. So on on these that are going to get folded, I'm going to do it on those as well. I think it just gives it a professional look to it. Okay. All right. And for this end, I'm going to just miter off just ever so slightly like that. so that it kind of cuts a little bit of the bulk on the corners there. Now I'm going to use tear and tape. And hi, Carol. Yeah, I decided I was going to do some lives on YouTube, and this is my first one. And y'all, I don't know, but I get so nervous on these things. Oh, anything new, right? Okay, anytime I'm using tear and tape, I like to rub it down really well, because if you don't, when you get ready to pick up that piece, it's going to come right up with it. Okay, so now I'm just going to lay that over like that. See what I mean about using it's in the details, I think. That just looks so professional by doing it that way. That looks good too, but it really looks professional that way. Okay, now I'm going to add some tear and tape down to this piece. And mitering it like that also makes it look really nice and professional. Now, if I were going to stamp anything, I would have stamped it before I put it all together. Okay, so Carol asked, how do we know you were going live on YouTube? Okay, so Carol, this was my first time, and I scheduled it, and it's automatically supposed to send out a message to those who subscribe and ring the bell. It's supposed to send a message to them 30 minutes before. I messaged my husband. Now, he may not have rang the bell. Maybe that's what it was. That could be the problem. He did not ring the bell. Okay, that is too small. All right, well, you see how to make it, okay? I've shown you how to make it. Now what I'll have to do is make a card that fits this one. But what I will do, and what I had already planned to do, was to have all the measurements on my website at mypaperconnection.com. And so all of that will be on my website by Saturday morning at 1 a.m. Eastern Central Time. So check that with me tomorrow morning, and you'll be able to see all of them. But yes, I'm going to be checking in on that and finding out what's going on and why it did not send out notices. But if you ring the bell, if you subscribe and ring the bell, you should be getting messages. It just didn't go through this time. So I'm going to research and figure that out. But I appreciate you sticking here with me, though, during all of this. So these are my two cards. As you can see, I made this with designer series paper. It, to me, was easier to do than the basic white one because it folds a lot easier. The only thing is that unless you have something that's a light color, you're going to have to cut a die. Or, I mean, you could cut just a rectangular piece, or if you're using labels, that's perfect too. This one I'm going to hand deliver, so I did not choose to put a label up here, but you can see how that is made. I'm so sorry this did not end up being the right size, and I did not end up having my measurements close, but you can see how I did it, okay? All right, I'm going to turn the camera back up really quickly. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to show you a couple things. If you do not have a catalog and you would like one, as well as a celebration brochure, please make sure to let me know. I would love to get one out to you. From now until February 28th, celebration is going on, and you can get rewards by just spending money. So also, I have my card class, online card class to go. I am featuring the Dandy Garden set. And in my online class, which the last day to sign up is February 2nd. Not 2nd, that was Tuesday, I think. February 10th. Sorry about that. If you sign up by February 10th, you'll be able to be a part of this. These are made using the Dandy Garden Memories and More card and envelope pack, as well as the Memories and More card pack, which that's a little confusing because it's almost the same thing, almost the same words. But this Memories and More card pack is so fun. It makes it, as you can see, super easy to make cards. But you can also do like calendars with it. You can do memory books, aka scrapbooks. You can use the stickers for your journal or for your calendar or whatever. And there's even some lined ones that you could use for recipe cards. Super, super cute. So as a part of this class, you're going to get a complete package of the envelopes and cards, which there's 20 of them in there, and then a complete package of the Memories and More card pack. There, I looked at the catalog. There's actually between the large pieces and the smaller pieces, there's 50 of these, and they're really cool. And then there's also 4 sheets of stickers, which have sentiments and all sorts of things. So February 10th is the last day to sign up for that. And you can sign up for that at my website as well, which is at mypaperconnection.com. Also, which one of those cards today did you like the best? Do you like the Night of Navy one or the black one? I like them both. I think they are. Oh, Renee, you got a bell notification? Fabulous. See, I think that's it. I think my husband did not ring his bell for me. I'm going to have to get on him about that and get him to ring my bell. I mean, that sounded really weird, but anyway, you know what I'm saying. So which one did you like the best? The Night of Navy or the Basic Black? It's so easy to make, and I loved doing this. I'm going to be making more of these as well. So also, I'm going to be coming every Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So if you can't figure the bell thing out, Carol, which you should be able to do when you subscribe, if you just go, I think you'll have my name, and then off to the side there will be a bell. If you ring that bell and say all, you'll get notice when all of my YouTube videos come out, and it will let you know 30 minutes before that I'm going live. Okay, I think it actually lets you know at the moment I'm going live as well. Okay, my husband says, I just rang your bell so you won't ring mine when I get home. I'm glad he didn't say anything more than that, because I just read it out loud. Yeah, I'm glad he did too. Okay, so come back next Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time. I am doing what I'm calling Feature Friday. On Mondays on my website, I feature, and on my Facebook page, if you haven't already, you can go to My Paper Connection on Facebook, and you can like it, and you'll also get notice of lots and lots of things. So anyway, I feature a product on Mondays, and I'm just kind of going along on Friday, and I'm making something from that. I also go live on Tuesdays on my Facebook my Paper Connection Facebook, and I make a series. I make probably 3 or 4 different cards on Tuesday night. So you can join me then as well, and that's at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I want to thank you all for being here. I had so much fun with you. So sorry about the size of the envelope and all the other little things that happened, but it'll all be on my website, and at least you got to see how you do it. So thanks again. I hope you guys have a great day and a great weekend. Be blessed. Bye.